Kari Lake has not been mentioned on this show for a while, but this is just too outrageous not to mention. Kari Lake now has a new story about what happened in November. The new story is God told her that she would lose her election in practical terms, but she would still, quote, have the victory, whatever that means. Kari Lake did a church prayer rally. It was completely ridiculous and cartoonish, but here's what she had to say.
I think if you follow me, you probably know that about a week or two before the election, I was praying and I just had kind of the Holy Spirit. I was feeling it. And
yeah, don't you remember how she told us that right before the election that she was in her room and the Holy Spirit was inside of her? Totally reasonable story, right?
God gave me word that this might not go the way you think it's going to go.
Oh, really?
And the way I thought it was going to go, because of what I was seeing on the campaign trail, with the people of Arizona from all walks of life, whether they're rural, whether they're a rancher, whether they're a stay-at-home mom, a businessman, a student, a youngster. We had come together in this great movement because we want to have our state go in a great, prosperous, wonderful direction.
Right.
And so I figured with this movement, unlike we've ever seen, that was led by God, who used me with the skills I had to help lead it and get everyone together, we were going to have a landslide victory. Which, by the way, I'll let you in on a secret. We did have a landslide.
Did you really now?
But God came to me in prayer about a week and a half before the election and said, probably not going to go exactly how you think it's going to go. The victory will still be yours, but it's not going to go the way you think it's going to go.
So you're going to lose in the earthly sense, but you will have won in some other cosmic sense.
And I just said to him, it's all for you, whatever you want, whatever you need. And I do believe with every fiber of my being that we needed to open more eyes and wake more people up.
Right. So listen, take your pick. Is this a grift or is this mental illness? Who's crazier, the person who says this or the person who believes it? And I continue to be shocked by the amount of time that God has for American politics, Arizona politics, as well as athletic events and everything. It is unbelievable, the detail-oriented nature of this God. And so of course, everything she says is incoherent. I guess now she's saying we did win in a landslide, just not by the votes, but you have the victory. And God told you this a couple weeks before. At some point, there really needs to be a public conversation in the United States about the toxic relationship with religion that exists among the American right wing. It's not that the right are the only ones that are religious, but this particularly toxic relationship where their alleged religious whatever are used in this particular way. It's one of the most toxic things. And I've said before, I'm not saying Italy is perfect in any way. But, you know, in Italy is a Catholic country. And I have lots of friends from Italy, and they all nominally identify as Catholic. They are all horrified by this form of religion and its interplay with civil government in the United States. Because being Catholic in a place like Italy, for most people, means something dramatically different than when someone in the United States on the American right says, I'm a Christian. We are talking about very different things. And this is so toxic. But again, who's crazier? Kari Lake for saying this stuff or the room full of people that accepts it? You tell me. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, which you can find at youtube.com/The David Pakman Show. One of our sponsors is Zippix nicotine toothpicks. Don't you think it's time you stopped putting smoke and vape oils in your lungs? Zippix toothpicks are a convenient way to curb the nicotine cravings. Zippix toothpicks are super discreet. You can use them anytime, anywhere smoking and vaping aren't allowed, including flights, sporting events, in restaurants. They're available in 6 different flavors with options of 2 and 3 milligrams of nicotine. If you're not a nicotine user, Zippix also offers caffeine and B12 infused toothpicks. Zippix has already helped tens of thousands of customers ditch the cigarettes, ditch the vapes. They might be able to help you too. If you're a smoker or a vapor, give Zippix toothpicks a try. Your lungs will thank you. Go to zippixtoothpicks.com today. Save 10% with the code PACMAN10 at checkout. Just remember, you must be 21 or older to order. The link is down below.